I've just been very lucky to have gotten like 90% relief, I'd say, from my period cramps. On day 4 of my period, I have taken no medicine. No medicine. Okay, so I want to share a few things that I've done to help my period pain. I do want to start off by saying that, to my knowledge, I do not have endometriosis. To my knowledge, I know some doctors say you really don't need exploratory surgery to diagnose somebody with endometriosis, but there are doctors who say exploratory surgery is really the only way to discover whether or not somebody has endometriosis. I've never had exploratory surgery, but I have had a ton of scans and exams, and my doctor seems to think that I don't have endometriosis. I do not have PCOS. And to my knowledge, I don't have any conditions that would potentially cause the kind of pain that I've experienced with my periods in the past. My doctor seems to think that I, because of stress over the last several years, have produced an excess of I can never pronounce it. Prograstilins, whatever it is. I'll put it here. Things that I basically produce those in excess, and it is causing me to experience excessive pain during my period. For me, pain during my period, I wouldn't really be able to get out of bed much. I was like not functional. Work was a challenge. I would have to work from bed day 1, sometimes day 2. I would have to have my heating pad on me at all times. I would load up on medicine. Usually I would take Midol and combine it with like another medication. Taking that much medicine, I didn't feel good. So it was just really, really, really challenging for me to function during the first couple days of my period, and it was incredibly disruptive. I had to plan travel around my period, events around my period. But what I'll say is that I'm on my period right now. I'm on day 4 of my period. I have taken no medicine. No medicine. I have been completely functional. I went for a walk on day 1 of my period, and I went for a walk today. I have been working. I'm not in pain. I could probably jump up and down right now if I wanted to. But I want to share with you all some of the things that I do that I think have helped me tremendously. I want to share this because I feel like I haven't found anything so effective in such a long time, and I don't want to keep it to myself. The first thing that I want to talk about is what I'm so freaking passionate about, which is a TENS machine. Y'all, maybe other people knew about this. I had no idea that a TENS machine was this effective for menstrual cramps. Basically, my understanding is that these disrupt the nerve pathways that send pain signals to your brain wherever you place them. So I can show you guys. I have 2 here. I have 2 on my lower stomach, and I also have 2 on my lower back. From the moment I put these on, within minutes, I was no longer in pain. It is a strange sensation. It takes a minute to get used to, but after you start wearing them for a while, I don't even notice it. And honestly, the strange sensation, however weird it feels, doesn't even matter in comparison to the kind of pain that I was experiencing. I hope that this continues to work for me, because it's just, I don't want to be dramatic, but it almost does feel life-changing from the sense that like I would feel confident traveling now if I had to. I would feel confident being on a plane the first couple days of my period if I had to. Also, somebody commented on my TikTok account. She actually shared that people use TENS units in labor and delivery. And I was like, how have I not known about this? How have I not known about this? And I got another comment on my TikTok of someone saying that it has been a game changer for her and her endometriosis, and sometimes it's the only thing that helps her get out of the bed. The next thing I want to talk about is the Semaine PMS and period support. If I take a serving of these a day or 2 before my period starts, and I take it on a schedule, so you can take 2 about every 6 hours. I'm far less bloated in particular. But also I find that I'm in less pain when I take these, and I find that I'm in a better mood. You can take these throughout your entire period. You can just take them in the days leading up to your period and maybe the first couple of days. It's really up to you. I tend to take it the few days before my period starts, and then into the first or second day, and I do notice an incredible difference. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is this weighted infrared heating pad. I don't have mine on me, somebody is using it actually, but there are a few reasons that I really like this thing. Number 1, something about the weight in this heating pad, especially if I'm like laying in bed and I'm propped up in my bed and I just have it laying on my stomach, it's so comforting, and I find it does help with the pain. We all know what a heating pad does already and why we use them. but having a weighted heating pad in particular really, really helps. Now, as far as the infrared light, and I want to read something. There was a study conducted in Korea. It's published in the National Institute of Health. So it says, according to research, infrared light, particularly near-infrared rays, can be effective in relieving period cramps by improving blood circulation in the abdominal area, reducing muscle tension, and potentially lessening the production of prostaglandins. That's the word I was trying to say earlier. So the heat, the infrared light, and the weight, it's really a triple threat. Something else I recommend are these Midol Heat Vibes menstrual heat patches. These are literally disposable. You just take them out, like peel and stick to your underwear or on your pants, and it provides heat therapy wherever you place it. And they stay really warm up to 8 hours. So if you're somebody who likes heat therapy and you want it to be a little bit inconspicuous, you don't want like some of those bulkier heating pads, I definitely recommend these. They really do work. There's a ton of different brands that do this. I just find that the shape of this one is the best. Of all of the things that I talked about, I think that the most impactful has to be the TENS unit for me. Like I said, it does take a little bit of time to get used to. The sensation is a little bit strange, honestly, but if you are somebody who experiences severe period cramps, this sensation isn't, who cares? You're gonna feel it and you're gonna be like, I could feel this all day, every day compared to period cramps. I've heard some people get more relief than others. I've just been very lucky to have gotten like 90% relief, I'd say, from my period cramps. I'm not being dramatic. I don't think I have ever been as functional as I've been since using this. Now I feel like my life and my plans don't have to revolve around when the first couple of days of my period are. But I have all of these items linked down below if you're interested in purchasing them. Thank you for watching, and I really hope that if you are in search of relief, you find it. Really wanted to share these couple of things because I could not keep some of this to myself, because I have been on the hunt for years now for relief, and I have finally found it. See you next time.